All right, guys, welcome to part 2 of our line pattern bug. Now, in your documents for you guys to look at today, I have included this so you can open this up separately and look at it while you're drawing. And it's our line and pattern guide. We've used them before, I think. We've used them in class before, but these are to give you ideas. Do you have to copy these patterns? No, but if you want to, you can. These are just to help you get ideas. Now, what I think is important is to remember that our bug is supposed to be symmetrical. So that means whatever we put on this half of the bug has to go on this half of the bug. So I'm going to start with, I think in this part, I'm going to do these big circles that are spirals. Now, if you guys remember how to do a spiral, you start with the center and you kind of like drawing a circle. But instead of drawing a circle and connecting it, you make it bigger. So you just kind of keep going it, and you got to be careful that you don't make it too big. And then I'm going to connect it there. I'm going to draw another one, and this one touches the edge, so I'm going to stop there. I'm going to do another one on this side. Now, does it have to perfectly match? No, I'm not going to tell you that it has to perfectly match. Just be close. That one's close. This one's a little smaller than that one, but that's okay. Okay, so that's close to being the same. That works. Now down his legs, I always like to draw a good zigzag. And I'm going to do that on all of his legs. Just because I like the way it looks. But you don't have to do it that way. You can choose something else to draw inside his legs. And then down this part of his legs, I'm just gonna make these wiggly lines. So they're just kind of like wiggly layers of just wiggly lines that are really close together. They're not overlapping, they're just really, really, really close together. Okay, so I'm going to do that for the rest of my legs. You can choose however you want to do your legs, however you think is the best way to do them. I'm not going to tell you that your way is wrong, because it's not really a wrong way to do this project. Everybody has their own way of creating art that they think is best. And some of you are going to make a really neat, organized bug, and some of you are just going to make these absolutely crazy looking bugs, and they're going to be amazing. Now, I am going to try one of the harder patterns, so I'm going to choose this one. And this pattern isn't as hard as it looks. And here's why. Because all you're doing is you make a grid to start. So I'm going to draw all my vertical lines, okay? And then I'm going to go and I'm going to draw one horizontal line that goes to the middle. Now, this is where it gets tricky and people get confused, but really you're just making a checkerboard pattern. So I'm going to draw lines inside of this one that's going that direction, and then I'm going to switch it, and I'm going to draw them going the opposite direction. So I have vertical lines here, and then I have horizontal lines, okay? Vertical lines, horizontal lines, vertical lines, horizontal lines. This space is going to have vertical lines. Then I'm going to start over. Now, this one, it's not going to have vertical lines again. It's going to have horizontal because we want to make it an opposite. We don't want them to be the same right next to each other. And you can remember that by which ones you drew previously. And it's okay if you have some crooked ones. I got a couple crooked ones. Doesn't hurt it at all. Okay. That looks pretty crazy. Now up here in the face, I'm not going to put a whole lot in there. I am going to put some polka dots though. Just kind of like around the edges, because I think that he needs that. Now, his eyes, I think I'm just going to color them in one color, so I'm just going to make them black because that's all I have right here anyway. So I'll just color them in black because I was a little small, so I made that one a little bit bigger. So now they're a little bit closer to the same size. And then his pinchers, I'm not going to add anything into it. I'm going to leave those blank. Now, you can choose to color this in, or you can choose to leave it just as it is. And remember, friend, you can rewind this video as many times as you need to in order for you to get the understanding that you need for it. It shouldn't be hard. I think you guys can do it because you're real smart. And remember, this pattern sheet is in your documents for you. You should be able to click on it, open it up, and look at it while you're working on this project. All right, have fun. I love you and I miss you, and I will see you soon.